goddamn, this game is great. Thank you guys for joining me again, and full disclaimer at the start, I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so please obviously take what I say with a grain of salt, or, you know, with just the knowledge that there's a bit of bias going on. However, that being said, I did call out Battlefront 2 when it was released. I refused to buy it at launch because of the greedy shenanigans that EA was playing, and Jedi Fallen Order was, again, a really good game, but released very janky. It was unfortunately not very stable frame rate wise. However, this is a turn for the good. So let's begin with the story. Star Wars Squadrons begins just after the destruction of Alderaan, and then after the prologue zips to after Return of the Jedi and the Battle of Endor. You play both as an Imperial officer and a New Republic rebel person, or whatever they want to call themselves these days. You get to create your character that you can customize and name. Your character doesn't talk, they just get talked at, like, you know, like Skyrim basically. And there is a lot of interaction between characters, both during missions with a lot of banter with the pilots as they are flying around, and in between missions. When you're aboard the hub ships, you can actually get the opportunity to talk to them if you want. It's completely optional. I advise you do. There's a lot of Easter egg name drops and a few familiar faces that actually accompany you on a mission or two or give you advice. Everything looks, sounds and feels like Star Wars, which is immersive to be a part of, and the character animations and voice acting is pretty good for the most part. The story is pretty good. I beat it in around, I think it was around between 10 and 15 hours. I wasn't really timing it, but it's a good length. I played through it for review purposes, but if you wanted to take your time with it and do the optional objectives in the game to unlock the medals, by all means go for it. I played through it on pilot difficulty, which I think is normal mode, and that was quite challenging as it was, so I imagine on the higher difficulties you'll pretty much get savaged. I won't divulge any specifics about the story, but all I will say is that the New Republic are developing a new weapon, and the Empire, or remnants of the Empire, are trying to destroy said weapon with a bit of character tension built into it. As I said, it's pretty good, and I think if the less you know about it, the better, and to be honest, I thought the story was pretty cool. Gameplay is where this game really shines, and Star Wars Squadron is damn awesome in truth. The game looks amazing, like I said, and sounds amazing, with music from the films and the sound effects of the ships, the lasers, ion torpedoes, the astromech bleeps, the shields being hit, etc. Just all sounds and feels just like the films, which, especially for a fan, is awesome. The damage to your ships is also awesome, with cracks on your cockpit glass, smoke and sparks coming out the console, and once you've repaired damage, burn marks, cracks, they all remain, just the smoke is gone. Obviously the damage, like the health of your ship, is repaired, which I absolutely loved. I thought that was a really cool touch for immersion. The ships handle brilliantly with simple controls, the ability to divert power between a balanced set to then putting it to engines for speed, your weapons for damage, and your shields for defense is great for strategy and different situations, and you can even set your shields to be all over and balanced, or if somebody's tailing you, you can switch all power to the rear shields just like they do in the films, or you can have it to the front if you're attacking something head on. It's really, really cool. You can also drift by doing a boost and then hard lock turning and cutting the boosts for a really cool maneuver that will catch people tailing you off guard. The story has 14 missions that vary in length and mission objectives. I had fun on all of them, to be fair. I wasn't bored once. The multiplayer is competitive and intense. It's really, really good, but be warned, there are people out there that are pretty much pro level. They are just blasting through people. There is a learning curve, but it's a ton of fun. Stick with your squadron, work as a team, and I'm sure that you will come out on top. The ship customization, as well as your pilot customization, is pretty cool. You can unlock some stuff by completing the main story, as well as playing and leveling up in the multiplayer. You can also do challenges. They have daily, weekly, and I think monthly challenges. I've done a few of them, and you unlock obviously the in-game currency, which is called glory, to purchase them. There is no microtransactions, there is no DLCs, there's no season passes, no battle passes as of yet, but as the game was only priced at £35, I'm pretty happy to pay for a battle pass. I think this game is absolutely awesome. I've been loving every single minute of it, and also the fact that you can have customization within your cockpit for obviously for skins, logos, on the external of your ship, and you can have like hanging dice, or you can have like a hanging Millennium Falcon, or a what I thought was a Kyber crystal, but it's actually a just a chunk of earth from Crate. You can have bobbleheads of like Ewoks, or you know, the Jawa Sandcrawler, which is pretty cool. And there's also holograms that you can have as well. And what's really, really cool is that the New Republic and the Empire have completely different internal cosmetic things, so you will not get the same bobbleheads or hanging dice or holograms with one and the other. They are different, which I think is really, really cool. And yeah, basically, if you love Star Wars and if you love flying games, this is the game for you. It's really, really good. I don't know what else I can say. You can customize the loadout on your ships. You know, you can, obviously for multiplayer, you unlock different things, because as you obviously level up, you gain experience points. You don't unlock the flagship main mode. Sorry, the name of it is escaped me, but basically the fleet battles, you don't unlock that until you're rank 5, which is fine. You can just do dogfighting. There is only dogfight and the fleet battles for the time being, but they have said that they're going to be putting more content in, and like I said, even if they do it in a way where we have to pay a little bit more, I don't really mind, because this was a game released at £35 that is actually really well made, really polished. Frame rate is absolutely amazing. I had no frame issues whatsoever during the gameplay. The cutscenes do tend to lag a little bit at times, but that's normal really for console games with a very high-end CGI and God, I just can't get the words out. You know what I mean? But yeah, massive Star Wars fan. Absolutely love the game. I don't think you'll go wrong. It's well worth a pickup. Which then brings me to my final thoughts. Star Wars Squadrons is probably the best Star Wars game to come out in the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 era of gaming. It is a brilliant successor to the old Rogue Squadron games. In many ways, in my opinion, it's better. It's taken things and improved upon them, and I don't think in any way you should be disappointed. This is what it is. It is 2 modes. They've not lied in any way. They've advertised it all. They've said, right, this is what you got, this is what you're getting. We are going to support the game post-launch. And all the reviews I've seen from other places seem to be quite positive, and I have faith that they will indeed continue to support the game, and if they do, amazing. I think this has the makings of being a damn good franchise going forward. I can't wait to see what the sequel's going to look like on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. And yeah, my final score for Star Wars Squadrons is a very easy and high 9 out of 10. I think the game is amazing, really. I'm shocked. I know EA have got a reputation for being money-grabbing wankers, but this time they've punched out another good Star Wars game. We've had 2 good Star Wars games in a row, with Fallen Order and now this one. And this one's an improvement on Fallen Order in terms of production quality and, you know, just overall polish. This game is very polished. But anyway, please let me know what you think down in the comments. Have you got it? Are you thinking about getting it? If you have got it, what do you think about it? Please let me know. And until next time, take it steady.